Today is the launch of Fed Now. What is Fed Now? Is it a CBDC? Is it a plot to control the citizens? And is it an XRP killer? What's going on with Ripple? Okay. Well, first of all, those of you guys that's been holding on for a long time, you know what's happened. I don't have to explain to you the whole SEC ruling, but ever since then, there's been so much excitement, so much rumors about how many banks are going to be jumping in utilizing XRP now. Now that it's a non-security, all these banks are poised to jump and embrace Ripple and XRP. Supposedly, there's over 4,000 banks waiting to jump in and utilize XRP. Okay, so that's a large number. We don't know if this is true. People just reported it. And this is reported on ETH News, by the way, not Ripple News. So I don't know how true this is. But I do hear that there are a lot of banks that want to use XRP as a bridge currency to transfer money between different nations, different states, right? And if so, that's going to drive demand way, way higher. You got Fed Now. So let's talk about that. This has been going on for 3 years, been talked about since 2019, and it is finally launching today. Okay, and there's a lot of speculation on what this is. I don't think people quite understand what Fed Now is. This seems like it's just a settlement system by the Fed. So rather than banks use other services, intermediaries, that may take days, this is just a settlement system with the Fed, okay? And they are using a ledger service for this. You may be wondering, what? Well, it's been rumored that they are using Ripple's ILP, their interledger protocol. So the backbone of Fed Now could be the backbone of Ripple. Now, did they copy it? Did they steal it? Did they license it from Ripple? We don't know at this point. There's a very uncanny similarity between the ILP, the interledger protocol that's being used to back Fed Now compared to Ripple's. It could be the same thing. But basically, the banks within the U.S. will be able to settle payments between each other utilizing the Fed, okay? Before they weren't, now they're able to. So it will be much faster, almost instantaneous, and basically feeless to do so, okay? That is what Fed Now is. It's not a CBDC, okay? Can it expand to a CBDC? Can it expand to a digital dollar that's integrated into this ledger system? You betcha. That is probably being worked on, although it'll take many, many years before it comes out. But since other countries are already working on CBDCs, I have no doubt Powell and his buddies are thinking about that right now. So can they layer in a CBDC on top of this? Yes. But right now, no. Right now, this is just a settlement system. Now, does this compete with the likes of XRP? Well, you betcha it does. But XRP, the thing is, it's not just for banks in the US. It's banks for the entire world. XRP was created to replace USD, okay, as a bridge currency for banks to transfer between different countries. So even though Fed Now does compete, it's not on the same level, okay? Because Fed Now, keep in mind, everything is settled in USD. XRP is settled in XRP, so it's not USD, right? And Fed Now may have a hard time talking to other services, settlement services, say from the UK or from China or Australia or even Canada, because again, they're on their own fiat. They're not using USD, okay, well, outside of trade, right? So that's the thing. You have a lot of settlement systems or even banks that are using different currencies, and that's what XRP is trying to do, is to try to bridge them all together to use XRP, not USD, right? So that's also the big difference between what XRP or Ripple's trying to do versus, say, Fed Now, right? So there are fundamental differences, although who knows? Fed Now can expand outside of 57 banks, can expand and go global, right? But I'm not sure other banks and especially other central banks will like the idea of that. I don't think they want the Fed, the U.S. Federal Reserve, to be controlling everyone's payments, right? So I don't know if it's going to get there. But anyways, so that's what Fed Now is, okay? And it's launched today. Is it an XRP killer? No. Is it a Bitcoin killer? No. Is it a CBDC? No. It is what it is right now. It's just a new settlement layer that's using, seems like, a ledger system ripped off from Ripple, right, for the use of banks in the U.S. That is what it is. But right now, obviously, markets do not care. XRP did not dump. Stellar did not dump. Bitcoin certainly didn't dump. Nothing dumped because of it, right? So that, obviously, I think investors realize there's a difference between the two. So, by the way, I found this really cool graphics showing XRP being transferred across the world in real time. Okay, there's trading pairs, right, with USDT, and then there's also fiat against like USD and euros, right? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool if you look at this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So if those 4,000 banks jump in, you're going to see a lot more lines flowing through, okay, everywhere. So, but, it looks pretty cool. I talked about Chainlink recently, their new bridging protocol, CCIP, right? A lot of people do like it. See, Chainlink is starting to go up. Chainlink has always been a foundational piece, I guess, in the space for DeFi projects because they're an Oracle network. Now it's starting to get a little bit more exciting. They're going to offer this bridging protocol, which many dApps can use to cross-chain communicate, which is very, very interesting. So I'm still waiting for this truck. I'm seeing more and more videos of the Cybertruck being recorded on the streets, and they look like they're the production ones. I cannot wait to get my hands on one.